Okay, hello everybody, it's that Seraph here, and it is the time to read the patch notes for 1.6. And why isn't this working? Okay, cool, we have this here. So let's see what we got for this new patch. Okay, engine, fix bugs with hardcore to softcore conversion on single player. All teleport warp skills are now able to pick up gold. Resetting your character's skills and stats will now also remove all buffs from the character. Resetting, yeah. Fix the bug with physical resist cap being 75% rather than 55%. Oh. So we need to find more DR items to cap our 75%. Fix the part that cause certain weapon damage skills to partially scale with physical spell damage. The affected skills were buffed to counteract the effects. Broadside. Iron Spire Stormblast will storm by 20%. Egg Trap, 13% Nova Shot, 9% Carnage, 20% Word, 20% Ancient's Hand, 20% Lightning Fury, 30% Ice Burst, 20%. It looks amazing, I think. Phalanx, almost 30%. Wormshot, Stormcrows, Witchwind, Thornfall, Fairy Fire, War Spirit, Fusillade, Omen, Slicer Blade, Patriot Sentry, Thornfield, Fall Fight, Gorforce, Fist, Cyclone, Skullgust, Skull Wave, Arrow Swarm, Disco Inferno, Ultimate Chaos, and Race Sword. Okay, so we got so many damage increase here. The amounts vary due to how different skills rely on VDM and how the bug affected on them. Great. I can see the chat. Hold on. Here I am. Okay. Monsters, Gitbin. Ratman has reduced life and no longer immune to crashing blow, finally. Fallen Shaman will now spam Firewall less often. Remove fins hanging on nothing in Act 1 planes. Better monsters have been converted to elites. Yeah, since we got the new boss. Endgame quest, Nephilim Rifts. Kura's Hawks no longer has skeletal sounds. TA, Jungle Snakes have gone extinct in the level challenge. Certain auto-aim skills will no longer aim at zone lights. Fasting Wheel, certain auto-aim skills will no longer aim at zone lights. What is that meaning? Dimensional Labyrinth, Corrupted Barbarian, Ice Burst damage reduced by 20% and now use less. Slightly increase Iron Spiral damage. This will be a better change. This is much better, I think. Okay, Deimos. Boss fight will now start. I don't get Deimos at all, so I won't read it. Observer Frozen Orb replaced with Frozen Ball. What Frozen Ball? The Frozen Orb without the Nova things, only with the ball thing, so the center of the skill, maybe, or the Frozen Soul, perhaps, I think. Increased equipment drops in yellow floors. Increased equipment drops in red floors. Fix the part with the life leech resist, modify not work reduced to 50% down from 60. Twisted Claw Storm no longer leaves a corpse. Counselor Vanik, poison skills. What is this? It's maybe, I think, it's not a boss, that's an item. What is that? Similar to Mystic Orb. Endgame dungeons. New invasion. Mysterious assailants from a different world are attacking Sanctuary. New level 105 quest replaces the veteran tokens challenge located within Act 2 Palace Harem on hell difficulty. Defeat the lesser Riftwalker 20 seconds earlier lockdown. Oh. The Very Prophet. The cathedral is now smaller. Inarius has a new AI and skill set which resembles him in his final battle in the Void. High clerics are now simulacrums. Increase health by 333% and skill levels of all skills. Oh my god. So they will be much more tougher than previous times. Heart of Sin at the boss sounds. What boss sounds? Reduce as well as block, but increase health. Ishari Sanctum. Reaching any zone will now create a permanent portal to the previous zone in case players forget to create a town portal. Yay! That's great. Finally, since we have so many server crashes in Ishari and the server has also problems with the network, so if we get kicked out from the game, we can successfully continue our journey to the Ishari boss to get the sets, you know. That's great. That's a great. QL. Dream of Anguish. Widen the single tile corridors. Reverse some of the most confusing sections. Spectre of Hatred. Fixed black titles appearing when traveling to the Dream of Anguish. Minor changes. Okay, just a graphics change. Phantasm of Terror. Minor visual improvements. Snare of Distractions. Widened almost all of the single tile corridors. Replaced numerous visually obstructive walls with smaller ones. Reverse several chaotic sections. Zezax. Trophy now adds 4% slow target. I don't remember what he gave previous times. Stroga reduce elemental absorb from 60% to 50%, adding missing poison element. Web Deceive revert wall segments that cause random stops to invisible unwalkable subtitles. Remove torches and enhance the illumination of lights that do not affect the player's pathing. Remove clickable spider sacks. Change the northeast section which now connects with the adjacent one. What? Enlarge various narrow paths. Nimer's Light Asleep recipe for Lazarus Trophy has max life reduced to 10% and attack cast speed to 25%. New the Void, so we got a whole rework. Fully overhaul quest. Rebalance skills AI, damage, health and resistances of all enemies. Area level is now 135 down from 140. All maps have been partly or entirely changed. Zones are now connected via portals and locked down after 3 minutes. Yay! Every soul boss has a specific mechanic the player needs to figure out to overcome the sins, will you? Trial Sloth. Stillness can bear fruit only after so many deaths. Once unrestrained by flesh, his soul will lash out. Wow. Trial of Gluttony. The Dark Harvester will gorge and prosper without rest. Each step could deepen his insatiable hunger. Trial of Greed. Everything exists only for his taking your life and energy are just the next offer. Wow. Trial of Lust. The depraved path shackles the many whom tread on it. Even death might not quench their ever-burning desire. Trial of Wrath. An unyielding spirit can deter and relenting onslaught, a consuming fury can only be endured for so long. Trial of Envy. Light and darkness eternally struggle and repel. Will this balance be a new dawn or a twilight? Try of pride. An unchallenged might grows too high to stand but fall. Only those who rise at it can plunge it beneath. Wow. I think these lore texts are like for 200 IQ fighters who could solve this thing. Once you have assembled a ring, you can finally use it to summon the creators of Sanctuary. In Aureus is not vulnerable to damage and will try to crush the hero that summons him, as well as live for the setting him up. Lilith will start a blood ritual. Lure Inarius to it and he will become vulnerable, but so will you. The quest is failed if she killed by either of you. Inarius casts powerful ice orbs around the map, which are a great threat to Lilith, who is especially vulnerable to cold element. When left untreated, the orbs will explode into a massive spike storm. You must prevent this by hitting them before they do. Zone locks down after 8 minutes. Oh, it looks so... Yikes. But I think this is less inconsistent than the previous fight. Nephilim sacrifice Adrian's reduced attack range, HP and damage. Finally, a big nerf for the fuckers. Eldician, health reduced by 15%, increasingly between AI actions. Teleport chance when struck reduced by 60%. Yay. Greatly increased spectral throw ND to prevent double hits, but increased damage. What is ND? What is this? Herald of the Ants, Samael added 25% curse length reduction. Normalize healing on kill from any damage source to 33% of maximum life, instead of 24% from some and 100% from others. What? I can't understand this change. New bonus quest. Defeat the boss between minutes 11 and 12 of entering without dying. Transmute the upgraded charm to add extra stats. Charm becomes bound to your character class. You also have 20% chance of unlocking a fancy new overlay effect. Edge of Nothingness. Corridor now disables down portals. Oh shit. General. Mana Leech. Reduce the mana cost of scaling of all weapon damage form skills by 40%. Reduce the effectiveness of Mana Leech by 60%. Mana Leech on physical weapon damage builds makes ignoring any source cost trivial without any investment while farming. Now mana costs will be more reasonable to balance them for elemental weapons, but if you want to sustain only from Mana Leech, you will need to invest in the stat. Flat physical damage reduction. Due to LOD bug with how PDR interacts with spells that have a physical damage component, the stat was globally reduced. The bug caused certain battles, see Quatzin, unfair and difficult to balance, especially to classes that obtained the stat natively. Weapon damage. Most skills now dynamically display weapon damage modifier in their description. Standardized weapon damage modifiers values. Skills which had 109% or 111% weapon damage modifier were set to 110%. Uninterruptible attack. The stat was removed from all items and skill as it never worked. Adjusted mercenary resistances for the new difficulty penalty. Amazon Storm Magnetic Field. Weapon damage increased. Bonus damage increased. Okay, neutral defensive harmony now adds 10 plus 5 per level, life when struck. Bow, phalanx fixed wrong wall with tooltip value. Worm shot, maxic range now capped at 18 yards. Base level 24 Trinity arrow. Assassin Marshal, Queen of Blades. Weapon damage increased by 50%. Now gains an extra blade every 3 base levels, up from every 2. Trap, Shockwave Trap, 10% damage increase. Artifice Mastery. You may no longer learn this skill if you have points in any clause 3 skills and vice versa. Vitality bonus reduced to 30%, down from 50% due to the new Prismatic Claw bonus. Claw, Crucify, bonus magic damage increased by 170%. Best Strike. Shock Nova now consists of bats. Increased projectile speed by 20%. Shock Nova. Weapon damage increased by 25%. Now gains bonus magic damage as well. How to pronounce this? Fuck this word, I don't know. Damage increase 28%. I think Cop the Grace. But we'll see. I don't understand the fucking French language, but whatever. Anathema. New skill replaces Twin Fang Strike. Requires level 30. A long duration buff. Restricted to melee, summoning and buff debuff skills. Reduces nearby enemy elemental damage by 20%. Affects spells and melee hits. Increases your innate elemental damage by 1% base level. Reduces enhanced weapon damage by 200%. So it's really depending on your elemental damage. Shadow Dancer now gives plus 2% base block to bloodbath. Okay, Noctile. Or Noctral. Whatever. Bonus magic damage synergy now depends on Noctral base levels instead of Best Strike base levels. Bonus magic damage synergy increased to 100%. Projectile hit rate reduced by 23%. Weapon damage increased by 30%. Remove inaccurate tooltip. Information about bat number scaling. Throwing. Maelstrom MKV. Tooltip now accounts for Hexworth's damage bonus. So you will need Seal the Shield. But since it was nerfed in 1.5, it's no longer viable, I think. Not I think, I'm sure you can't use it well. Like in my playthrough. Naginata Backstab now starts with no cooldown and low duration. Base points into the skill will now increase both cooldown and duration, enabling longer periods of invincibility and broadside damage. Laser Blade now gains 1% defense per soft level. Hades Gate now only requires Bloodbath to be active. Reward Prismatic Lock no longer has physical damage reduction, but now provides person maximum life per base points. Is this a nerf or buff? But I think it's a buff because you will have more HP. But you will lose some physical damage reduction. Flat, especially. Barbarian Summoning Guardian Spirit, 20% of the damage now converted to magic to avoid late game damage cap issues. Throwing Snakebite shifted a portion of the pre-level 28 damage to post-level 28. This means the skill will do slightly less damage early on, but will now scale more meaningfully with increased skill levels instead of just with base levels. Duration no longer stacks with other sources of weapon poison damage. Base duration increased from 1.6 to 1.8 seconds. So this got a little bit nerf. But later on you will deal more damage in the patch. Only in the patch. I don't know how it was in the previous. I haven't but I hate that so much because I don't like it so much. That constant dying with a bullshit character. But whatever. Reward, gladiators, dominance, poison duration bonus is now 20 plus 1.5 per level, down from 30 plus 2 per level. Droid, seer, elemental damage increased by 20%. I'm just putting my phone to charge because my phone died, and otherwise I can see the chat. But I don't think there are any people in the chat, so whatever. Just making a position for my new microphone. Okay, freezing gale, renamed to hurricane and revamped mechanically. Damage renamed to hurricane and revamped. Oh, hurricane. Was it the same from vanilla? Damage greatly increased and next delay halved. Now deals physical damage and leeches life based on damage dealt. Now has 5% chance to knock back enemies per hit. Continuous channeling now threatens the hurricane and fatigues you, meaning your total damage is increased for each missing point of stamina. Oh. The first skill which depends on your stamina. Corruption, acid fiends. Minion cap is now 5 and equals base level 8. Poison flash, damage increased by 50%, cast chance increased by 50%, and level increased by 33%. Attack speed and hit recovery increased, health doubled. Aura no longer gives 25% elemental spell damage, now gives 1% poison spell damage per 1%. Minions is up to 75%. Oh. Oh, what a big nerf for the droid! Oh man, rip. Werber Rend, weapon damage increased by 11%. Werewolf, Testicle, tornadoes will now seek their target within a small radius, fixed above which made the skill not check attack rating, fixed tooltip duration error. Paladin Shadow. Maybe I will play a Paladin. Okay, I can see now the chat. So Vessel of Justice, reduce hit rate to reduce performance, impact on boss teleportation, damage increased by 25%, Demiurge no longer gives dexterity, now gives plus 5% to enhance weapon damage per skill level. Oh come on, why are you nerfing the Demiurge? So, in 1.1, we got a huge nerf because we lose the strength bonus. And now, we have here, we lose also the dexterity, the goddamn dexterity as well. So now you will have only vitality and energy. Yeah. Now it gives you, yeah. So you will have damage instead. Warlocks, Symphony of Destruction, or Symphony, whatever, nobody cares, you know. Fix the bug where the tooltip damage did not scale with the spell damage. Damage increased by 10%, explosion area effect is increased by 63%, Slayer activation range increased by 25%. I don't know. Light, Vessel of Retribution, reduce hit rate to reduce performance, impact, and boss teleportation. Damage increase 25%. Second armor movement speed synergy now capped at plus 100%. Reward Absolution, a new neutrality skill in the reward tab. Now requires character level 18 to learn. Wow, it's so early, it's so soon to learn it. Deals high single target damage in a small area. Damage per hit is based on the combined damage of both of your vessels. Total damage is increased by 25% when near a resurrecting minion. 8 yards. Resurrect now requires Absolution. Oh wait, is this not... what? Oh, it is a reward skill. But it's not a uber skill like Resurrect or Super Beast. I see now. Okay, so now we need to have Absolution in the skill tree to have Resurrect. Minion now gains 50% damage reduction against all sources. Fixed a bug causing Resurrects to spawn with very high monster levels. Resurrect level is now 10 plus area level. So your minion, your revived or resurrected minion will now depend on your on the area level. So it means if you are in Torogen jungles, it means the base 10 plus the area level. So it would be 120. But I think the 10 is not a constant number, so it can be raised by putting more points. Or it could be one pointer. It depends. We'll see. Super Beast fixed the bug causing the walk animation to be faster than intended and the run animation slower than intended. Another nerf for the Super Beast. Blast Life flat damage reduction reduced by 50%. Oh. Sorceress. Poison Tornado damage increased by 21%. Arcane Immersion now keeps gaining damage from each from character level until 120 up from 100. Remove damage variance, average damage unchanged. Anti-Mass. Fix a bug where the skill would not heal you correctly or set your life to 1 if you had too much mana. Base conversion of mana to life is now 30% down from 50%. Cold. Frigid Sphere. Damage reduced by 10%. Ice Elements. Aura now gives 50% of minion damage as cold spell damage, up from 25%. Aha. Reward, Symbol of Esu. Healing is now affected by potion efficiency modifiers. Enemy Void Arcanara, for example. Okay, item only skills. Ice Botnova. Damage increase. Bonus damage. Yeah. I see. So, I didn't know that. You gain more damage the more core resist you have. But now it got reduced. I see. Bloodstar increase missile movement speed by 60%, increase damage by 400% and increase projectile size. Oh. Rising Dawn. Damage reduced by 15%. Maximum FX level is now 50% up from 40. Added damage scaling explanation to the tooltip. Trinity Beam. Hit rate reduced by 33%. Visual Spike. All skills levels now 4 to 8. Down from 9 to 12. Mana scaling is now 200 plus 10 per level instead of 50 plus 40 per level. Add the new icon. Cyclone. Reduce mana cost now deals feedback damage with Chronofield and Bane. Summon Thunderbird, double half per level. Banish. Tooltip range is now accurate. Damage bonus maxes out level 100. Searing Orb. Just visual fix. Damage fix. Whirlpool change skill icon. Pain Spirit, damage increased by 300%. Same for Split Fire. ATM fixed spark, causing the skill to not check defense. Warcry, critical damage per blood hit with Basil is now 8% down from 10 to prevent damage cap issues at higher gear levels. Frozen of damage increased by 25%. Okay. Lightning Fury, now always affected by spell damage. Weapon damage is now 100%. Main missile. Increase main missile velocity by 50%. Damage increase by. But why is this not like 60% or 55%? Why is this a disgusting number? Seriously. Choral or curl? Duration cooldown increase by 50%. Items, general. Amulets, rings, and jewels are now considered sacred and can therefore be disenchanted into signets of learning. Wow. So why did they... I don't understand this. Why did they remove the thing that you can turn jewelry items into signets? Why? And why did they bring back? No, the weirdest thing is, why did they delete it then? I know they increased the maximum character level to 150, and therefore they reduced the total signet of learning cap to 400 down from 500. I know, but okay, never mind. Oil of Renewal no longer works with any Ishari base, Samuel base, or Valkyrie's Prime. Creepy Shrine's crushing blow increase from nice buff. Wristplate is now an elemental damage base item. Remove teleport on attack striking procs from items. New Relics. Revamped the cornerstone of the world jewel into a brand new item type called Relics. Relics are socketable items which provide all skills and additional stats, but cannot be used for runewords. They offer a wide array of affixes with more than 200 different stats available in them, adding a new potential layer of unique customization to endgame builds. Remove Cornerstone, which had unusable cooldowns, required a specific state morph to be usable, or had class based restrictions. The same for weapon. In contrast to the old cornerstones of the world, they can now be unsocketed, no longer add a level requirement to the item, and now require 120. There is a total of 380 relics, which you can find here. So let's check them out. What we have here. At the first age of Sanctuary, when the Nephilim were exploring the nature and instead of their power, luminous primordial stones were discovered around the newly formed world. Strange artifacts glowed of Inari's angelic essence, architect of the mortal realm, and contained energies attuned to those of the world stone. Thus, named Cornerstone of the World, many of the arcane rocks were sought and sculpted by the Nephilim into powerful relics, as expression of their dominion over Sanctuary. However, in the passing ages, the cornerstones were forgotten, and after the Sim War, most of them fell into the demon's grasp. Despite the weakening of humanity, the famed bond with their divine origin still lingers in their spirits, and the powerful hero might be able to unravel new talents through the magical potential stored inside these relics. Okay, so what we have? Maelstrom, ATMG, Acid Fiends, Avalanche, Beacon, Blaze Storm, Blink, Blood Hatred, Boneyard, Cataclysm. We have so many items. Item variant. Death Strike. Wait, do we have Trinity Beam? Trinity Nova. Trinity Beam. Yay. We have actually. We have Trinity Beam and Trinity Nova as well. What the fuck? Omen? Oh, we have Omen as well. Orb of Annihilation. Nice. So, as you can see, we have so many. So fucking many of this type. Psionic Storm. Queen of Blades. Ricochet. Shackles of Ice, Shower of Rocks, Silver Dart, Solar Flare, Stormite Totem, Thunderbear, Tantrum, Thunder Arena, Thunderstone, Time Field, Trinity Arrow. Ah, we saw this. Yeah, so you know what I mean. Wrath, Worm Shot. So amazing. That's a good. I think this is one of the best new items that they ever brought into the game. This is a much better variant. Much better, I think. It's so much better than the previous one, than the OG COTW. And now you can unsocket them, but you can't use them for room words. So yeah. Why I can go back? Oh, it's in the other. Okay. So these were the relics, trophies. Now cube recipes allows you to cube 25 of any charm to get a fragment of the charm to further reduce energy factor. What? New crest? What? Did they really mean this? New cube recipe allows you to cube 25 of any charm to get a fragment. So you need 75 fucking charms to get one fucking trophy. Nice game. Oh my god. Fragments with a drop chance of 7% were changed to 6%. Both changes combined result in a fragment drop chance of 10% and provides a good use for bad roll charms. Oh! I see. Item affixes. The orange affixes on all dual wieldable weapons now do not stack. Energy no longer spawns on claws as an affix. Icebolt, Novak. Affix seal. Runes and gems. Onyx now adds slow target when used on shields. And what did they give? They gave uninterruptible attack on weapons. Oh no, they gave... Yeah, they gave uninterruptible attack on shields, and now they replace with slow target. Nice. Rainbow Stone now adds innate elemental damage instead of crushing blow. Burr Rune now makes item indestructible. Yay. Poison Rune. Poison damage now lasts 2 seconds to avoid average lengths with combined with other poison sources. Mystic Orbs uninterruptible attack on armor replaced with +6 energy factor. Energy factor weapon. Orb replaced with 2% innate elemental damage. Crushing blow. Orb increased. Flat damage. Okay, Crystal of Tears, damage reduced to. Okay, Aurea's Focus, energy reduced by 5. Idle Stars no longer gives vitality. Zero Soul, half reanimate chance, parry out of life, vitality bonus is now 4% down from 5. Tier Unix, Blackleech Blade, increase Poison Pierce skills. Buriza do Tsuru, I think this Japanese word name, is now melee lightning based instead of cold. The all-seeing eye slightly reduces physical magic spell damage. Scarp of Death now adds 50% facility carry. All this in Legion half bonus. Okay. Sacred Unix, Fixed Searing Heat, Biting Frost, Bifrost Skin, Maleficence, and Seal Punisher's images being offset when equipped. Absolution no longer removes Glacial Nova Freeze. Scales of the Serpent now adds facility carry. The collector no longer gives energy and strength factor. Black Masquerade remove spellbind and all skills. Increase spell damage to 100%. Level requirement reduced to 80. Added 200 life regeneration per second. That's a lot. The Petulant now gives 4% enhanced weapon damage per turn to skill level instead of maximum damage. Stormblade reduce rarity. Laconic Call level requirement increased by 10. So it's not 80, it's 90. Layman of the Archbishop level requirement increased by 10. I think it was 100 or 110 or 120. I don't know. Undead Crown level requirement increased by 10. Crown Black Rose. I think these items are supposed to be so OP items. So it means. Or wait, no. Crown of Black Rose is an SU circlet. So it doesn't mean this is an OP item. I mean, so fucking rare item. So it is, I think, 90 or 100. Or 110. It depends. Natalia's Deception, level requirement. 125, I think. Throat Cutter removed. Zular's Guns Tempest. Replaces Throat Cutter in rarity and item level becoming an SU. No longer has Thunder Arena. Storm proc chance now 10%, adds life after each skill. Waste skill levels now. I don't know if it's an Earth, I don't know. Black Shades Legacy now gives enemy lightning resists reduction instead of poison. Remove energy factor. Life on attack is now more. Zero Temptation. Remove previous orange stats. Now regenerates 20% of your life over 5% when you take weapon damage. Remove fire poison pierce. Add the 1% block chance slow increase to this. Now adds to more crucify, fire, cold, and lightning damage. Flame Skin now reduces enhanced weapon damage by 200% up from 100%. Dreamweaver is now a wrist blade instead of a blade talon. Now adds lightning damage to Queen of Blades instead of fire. Bonus damage to Queen of Blades increased by 570%. Is this will this be an OP build with the Queen of Blades? What? Remove energy factor, replace poison pierce with lightning pierce. Now adds 1% maximum fire and lightning resist. Implement version 2 is now on the class base instead of Cestus. Mind Trick is now claw instead of blade talon. Come on, this is also a claw, but it is not a claw. A claw class weapon, but it's not a claw. I know they changed the rarity with this changing weapon type. Twin errors. What? Twin error? Twin terror, sorry. Now assesses instead of a claw, dual wield, bonus change to 100% noctile projectiles, remove assassin skills and magic damage. Replace life on striking with life leech. Flat physical damage is now like this. Sagittarius now assesses instead of a claw, now spawns with vessel damage bonus. Hexward fixed a bug, causing it still give 50% bonus damage instead of 25. This change is retroactive. So it still gives like this number. Remove life leech and physical damage. Oh, replace proc with 2% chance to cast Shadow Blade on striking. Shadow Blade is a 50% weapon damage knife with 8,000 bonus magic damage. Whoa. Whoa. Wait, so they essentially improved the shield with proc? I think this is much better shield than it was. Doomgango Sunshine. Removes assassin skills, amateur damage, life after each kill, crushing blow and covenant proc. Double thunder slam proc chance. Added life leech and flat physical damage. Previous on hex sword. Requirements increased by 20%. Elder law. Fire damage. Numerous shadow. Fire damage to flame tail shot doubled. Fell tongue. Now 200% crushing blow. Celestial barrier, remove energy effect. The awakening, max and stamina bonus is now 25. Okay. Shadow Fang added slow target, great increase. Playgrass damage. Playgrass with poison spell, which only scales with poison pierce and deals 60% per second. 60,000. 60,000. No. 60,000, sorry. Legio di Manes. Mane. Don't kill me, French people, please. Proc chance increase to 20%. Black Dwarf. It's harder to roll Pierce now. Habakawa's Legacy. Extra flame front projectiles now. +5. Okay, we got nerve. Increase skill bonus, variance slightly. Holy Wars, replace fire and poison spell damage and pierce with spell damage and all elemental pierce. Proc chance decrease from 15% to 7%, but then triggers on the blow instead of on kill. Hair reach. Some weird changes. Like Stallions, retaliate attack speed increased by 25%. Veil Steel now grants 200%. Up from 200%. Idol of Ragnar enhanced weapon damage roll is now lesser. Green Walker's charge bonus flat damage is now like this. Spawn Storm. Remove Fortress Pierce and remove max resistance penalty. New Secret Unix Black Eyes. SSU Halberd. Sets. All sets now have a description in game under the set name. For example, Pantheon, Amazon set bow. Much better. Henchman trophies. Remove double mystical bonus, reduce level requirement by 10%. Witch Hunter set, Witch Hunter crucifix. Removes caster related sets. Added 100 life after each kill and 50 mana attack. Added 20% lightning pierce and flat damage. Added bonus dexterity. Witch Hunter's Ire is now a Parma instead of Cestus. So we will have a shield instead of a weapon. Now adds flat fire and lightning damage. Now adds % dexterity and base block chance. The helm 10% bonus to energy replaced with bonus to mana added, life regen, and enhanced defense. No, the faith is the armor. Armor, sorry, it's not the helm. The helm is hood. 2-piece set bonus. Dexterity with 20%. Replace 3 animate feet. It did have reanimate. Full set bonus. Remove caster stats. Reanimate replace with Destroyer Shaman. Now has bonus dexterity. Way of the Griffin. 3% to Fire Call and Lightning Absorb. Visualize Dominion. High set bonus is now 0.75% per base level up to 40%. Change was made by avoid numerical glitches at very high gear levels. Xanasus Secrets. Remove minion damage from the full set bonus. Highest bottom is 32 down from 38. Xanasus Ropes. Remove minion damage. Element of Children set. Element of Fury. Replaced 72 Lightning Wall with Tempest Lightning Pierce. We have more defense. Element of Clash. Replace Lightning Thorns. Replace Strength with Lightning Pierce. Enhanced defense is now much higher. Enhanced defense is much higher. Lightning spell damage doubled. Replace Static Lance on skill with 25% lightning spell damage. Replace cold spell damage with lightning spell damage. Full set bonus replace with bonus defense with 2 seconds of blink cooldown reduction. Replace lightning pierce with 50% lightning spell damage. Bonus all stats double. Sword skills increase to 5. Energy factor now 200 up from 150. Thunderstorm set. Full set bonus now grants 0.8% pierce chance to lightning fury per Moon Queen base level. Charge Cloud is now a made javelin base improved stats. A rune word. Flat damage reduction reduced by 50%. Neja. Removal void. Double magic fight. Azt hogy kell kiejteni? I'm sorry. Oh come on, I spoke up in Hungarian. I just said how to pronounce this shit. Yourself or yourself, whatever, you know. L Joseph, okay? L Joseph. I will pronounce this, okay? Okay. Now has a 100% chance to cast Blaster on Death Blow. Natasha's Legacy. Maximum resistance roll is now 0 to 4%, up from -2 to 5%. Now grants 100% total character defense directly instead of via passive. Okay. We got numerous awesome changes. But I think the best is still the Relics, aka the OG COTWs. Okay, like here. These are still the best changes in the game, I think. Well, after reading the changelog, I don't know which class should I take. That's an interesting change. Okay, guys. This was 1.6 changelog reading. And nothing else. I think the biggest change got for the assassin. Only just the assassin and a little bit just the paladin. Nothing else. Invasion looks cool. The void. I don't have to say anything. I don't have anything to say. Yeah. And that's all, folks. So we have 2 days, 1 hour, 40 minutes, and 30 seconds to start season 25. Oh my god. Whew. I'm just still waiting. Okay, guys. Please let me know which class should I take in the next season. And thanks for watching. And yeah. I'll see you at the beginning. I mean at the beginning, at the season start. With constant streaming. Okay? So, yeah. So one more time, thanks for watching. And see you at season start. Enjoy. And bye.